Imagine waking up every morning knowing exactly how much you'll make today. Not because you're organized, but because there's no room for surprises. You earn $7.25 an hour. That's the federal minimum wage in America, and it hasn't changed since 2009. This is the story of a real year on minimum wage. Not a sob story, not a fairy tale. Just the math, the routines, and the small choices that define life when every dollar counts. Day one, you work at a fast food restaurant in a mid-sized American city. Your state follows the federal minimum, so $7.25 it is. 40 hours a week. That's $290 before taxes. After taxes, roughly $1,100 a month hits your bank account. Housing comes first. A one-bedroom apartment, that's $1,200 in your city. Already more than your paycheck. So you do what millions of Americans do. You get a roommate. A shared apartment splits the rent to $650 each. It works. It's not glamorous, but it works. After rent, you have $450 left for everything else. Groceries run about $200 a month if you cook at home. Rice, pasta, chicken, eggs. You know every deal at the grocery store. You use the store app coupons. You meal prep on Sundays. Transportation. You don't own a car. Insurance alone would wreck the budget. You take the bus. A monthly pass is $65. That's your commute, your errands, your life. All on a schedule you don't control. Phone bill, $45 for a prepaid plan. Nothing fancy, but it keeps you connected. That leaves about $140 a month for everything else. Laundry, toiletries, clothing, the occasional meal out. Not much, but enough to breathe. Barely. Month two, you qualify for SNAP. That's the government food assistance program. An extra $150 a month in grocery benefits. Suddenly, your food budget has room. You start eating better. This isn't charity in your mind. It's a program you pay taxes for and you qualify. You also apply for Medicaid, the government health insurance for low-income Americans. You get approved. That means doctor visits, prescriptions, and basic care for free. It's a relief you didn't expect. Month three, a small emergency. Your shoes wear out. Work that requires closed-toe shoes. You spend $35 at Walmart. It dents the budget, but it doesn't break it. You adjust. You skip eating out that week. Month five, a coworker calls in sick and you pick up their shift. An extra $58 in your paycheck. You put $40 straight into savings. It's the first time in months your savings account has moved up, not down. Month six, you've saved $300. It took 6 months. To most people, that's nothing. To you, it's the first real buffer you've had. One car repair won't wipe you out anymore. Well, if you had a car, work has its rhythm now. You know the menu. You're faster than the new hires, and your manager trusts you with closing duties. There's no raise yet, but there's stability, and stability matters. Month eight, a friend invites you to a concert. Tickets are $40. You say no. Not because you're unhappy. You just know what $40 means right now. You watch the highlights on your phone later, and it's fine. Month 10, your roommate tells you they're moving out in 2 months. Your stomach drops. You have 60 days to find someone new, or your rent doubles. You post on every app. You find a replacement 3 weeks. Crisis avoided. Month 11, your manager tells you there's a shift supervisor opening. It pays $11 an hour. You apply. You've shown up every day for 11 months. On time, no drama, reliable. You get the interview. Day 365. You didn't get rich. You didn't take a vacation. You didn't buy anything you didn't need. But you survived with government help, with discipline, and with zero margin for error. Here's what most people don't see. Minimum wage in America isn't just a paycheck. It's a system of trade-offs, programs, and careful decisions. And for millions of people, this is just Tuesday. If you want to see how life changes when the salary goes up or down, drop a comment and subscribe, because next week we're looking at what life looks like at every level of debt in America.